Welcome back, Gadgeteers, and no, I'm not trying to make a political statement here. This was one of the random photos that was chosen. I think I have Bing set to show my photos. However, I do agree with the flag and showing the flag. But anyway, let's get past that. So some of the time you may be in a situation where you want to log into a drive and you don't want to have to type your password every time. Case in point, let's look at these devices here. So I've got Windows and I've got my other SSD, which is 1 terabyte. So if I click on the Windows drive, which is actually a partition on my 1 terabyte drive, my main 1 terabyte drive, type in the password, and now I can access the Windows partition. The only thing is, I don't want to have to type my user ID every single time, so we can fix that. Let's run an application. We're going to run one called Disks. Disks comes with GNOME, so you may have to install it if you don't have GNOME. So I'm going to go ahead and click this, and the text is very, very small. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and run kmag. So that you can see everything we're doing when we make changes here. Okay. So what I'm on right now is my first 1 terabyte disk. Actually, I take that back. This is my second one. See where it says 970 SSD? That's the label that I gave my second one. My primary one is here, and you can see here we have a Windows partition of 256 gigabytes that does not auto mount every single time the computer boots up, so that I don't have to mount it. What I can do is click this tiny little window here, well, button I should say, and if you do that, there is an option that says Edit Mount Options, and right now it's set for user session defaults. I'm going to change that. I don't know if you can hear the ice cream truck. I do apologize. So I've turned off user session defaults, and now we're going to mount at startup, and we're going to show it in the user interface. So I'm going to give this a display name, something that I'll be able to recognize easily. And we'll call this Windows. And we have to put our password in. And next, I want to do my large partition I have here on my second SSD. You may notice I made a 1 terabyte partition, and I did an NTFS, and I think you probably know why. That's so I can log in, well, get access to this particular SSD, whether I'm in Windows or Linux, because of course it's NTFS. All right, let's go do the same thing. I'm going to edit mount options, turn off user session defaults. Now, normally you have to click, I think, this one. The only reason that I don't is because I had done this earlier. Let's give it a display name. 970. I can't remember if it was dash or underscore. SSD. Okay. You can change this if you want, but I usually don't bother. So notice that this is probably the UUID, and so in the mount directory it'll be called that, but its display name will be something I know, 970 SSD. And I click OK. I have to change put in the password again. And we're all set. So let's go ahead and close. And we're going to close disks. Now, if I had rebooted, what you would see when you run Dolphin is what we will see now. If I scroll down, I've got the Windows partition and the 970 SSD. So the cool thing is, using the GUI, you can get complete access to drives or partitions that normally you would have to put in a password. This way, every time you reboot your system, you'll get access automatically at startup. Alright, hope this little video helped. If it did, like and subscribe. If you really liked it, go visit my Patreon at patreon.com/fastgadgets. Thank you. This video was made possible with support from viewers like you. If you find this video useful, consider becoming a patron for as little as $1 a month at patreon.com/fastgadgets.